Hello, and welcome back to the Fish Tank. I am Cole, and today we are working on this late 90s drift wagon that was inspired by the old man. Today, we plan on taking this car apart and spiffing it up. Hot Wheels did a good job, but we here at the Fish Tank think we can do better. Let's jump into it. Always, guys, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Also, hit that bell to be notified for future videos. So as we jump into this one, guys, this was a pretty simple and cool casting. I thought it was cool as the way it was, but the old man had different desires for this build. So as always, we're going to take this apart by drilling it out. Remember, safety first. And these posts went pretty easily. On the newer castings, as everyone knows, these cars come apart pretty easily. Um, the only ones I would say that were kind of issues is the older castings, but like I said, these new ones are pretty easy. So after we drill that out, we're going to move over to the chum bucket. It was a pretty quick disposal, like I said. We're just going to plop it in some of that new goo, and we're going to put our lid on it. Make sure it's tight. Always remember, make sure it's tight. Give her a good shake, like so, without making a giant mess like I'm about to. And then while we wait for that, we're going to move on to dechroming this interior and accent piece. So all you got to do is throw it into your super clean. Make sure that lid is very tight as well. And then let it sit and bubble. While we wait for that, we are going to remove the wheels as well. This was a very, very quick and fast video, so I'm going to grab my little toothpick dentist tool, I like to call it, and just let it plop like that. You can do that, or if you guys want to and you're careful, because I know some children do watch this channel, you could use a lighter and they will do the exact same thing, which is cool. Just be careful not to melt your plastic, because I've heard people melting their bases and ruining the base, which could potentially ruin your build. Now, guys, I wanted to show you kind of the little process. Not everyone does this, but I like to do it just because it's kind of cool and you kind of feel like a scientist. But if you look closely, you can see it bubbling, which is very, very cool. And you can see it changing. The coating on this, I believe, is just like a thin plaque coating. I'm not really sure, but it does remove very easily when you put it into super clean. So our car was removed from the stripper and the paint pretty much all came off. And believe it or not, our old man here is going to make a feature by cleaning this car up as the best of his abilities. So that's a really cool. But this car really didn't have any too bad of imperfections. Like again, it's a pretty new casting and the casting lines were very limited. And it cleaned up pretty easily and pretty quick. Like there was a line on top of the roof. I don't know if you guys can see it, but that's something we sanded down, and then I think there was one maybe on the front or rear fenders, but other than that, it was pretty clean.
Meanwhile, back in the fish tank.
So later that day, we did get this car in primer. It looks very cool. All I used was a simple Rust-Oleum primer that you can find at any hardware store. Nothing too crazy, but it looks really, really cool. And then we're going to move on to paint. So as you see here, we did paint it in this like, what do you want to call it, like coolant green, which is very cool. But what I'm doing right now is just adding some simple details. Didn't go too crazy on this one. All we did was the handles, what else did we do? Rear tail lights, and that's about it. We didn't go too crazy, but we did detail like the grill, and we did the bottom a little bit. But other than that, this was a really simple car. Didn't need much to make it look cool. When it came to decals, I didn't really have any inspiration, neither did my father, so we just went to a simple path. We went with just a license plate, a Cuda's license plate. If you've gotten one of my builds or have seen my videos before, you guys know I just put the Cuda's license plate. Thank you, Chuck, again. Um, He's the one who provided these license plates over a year ago, and believe it or not, they are still sticking very well, and I'm very happy with them. So that's really only detail work other than putting the bottom logo on the base, or the chassis, if you want to call it, like we're seeing here. So as you see here, we did do the wheels. We went with these, I don't even know what you want to call them. They're like Redline wannabe wheels. They are more of the generic baseline model wheels. Nothing too crazy on this car, but we thought it would look really cool with the accents from the red to the accents of the green and then the yellow in the windshield. So this was a very color coordinated car, if you want to call it. After everything was said and done, we are going to move on to our final assembly. As you see here, we got all of our parts. Some are detailed out and painted. We got our base that's painted. That looks very, very cool with all of our details. Our base is also done. And we didn't really do much with the glass, but that is a given. Now, my dad wanted to put it together on camera, so that's what he's going to do. So he's going to just take it easy and put it together. As you see there, he did put the engine in with some detail to make it stick out. And there you go. There's a first glimpse of our final car. So guys, as you remember, this is what we started with. It was a very generic and cool concept that Hot Wheels had of a drift wagon from Volvo. And I thought it was cool. It looked good in red, but honestly, it needed some spark, some creativity, stuff like that, you know. So that's what we did today. Let's go see our final result. So here is our final result for our Hot Wheels late 90s custom drift wagon inspired by the old man. I think it came together really cool. I thought the paint really worked with the wheels and the glass, and it just all came together very, very cool. So guys, thank you for stopping by the fish tank. I wanted to say thank you as always, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I look forward to see you guys at the next one. Bye guys. Hey guys, before you guys went off and started watching another video here on YouTube, I just wanted to come on here and say I will be back very, very soon. I know videos have been here and there and like once a month and that kind of stuff, but I wanted to say thank you for sticking by me and being so patient with the process that my videos have been coming out. When May hits around, videos will be in full swing. I plan on having a video out once a week, which will be very cool, and we'll be doing that throughout the summer. So I just wanted to let you guys know that there's a lot of cars coming up, and we have a lot of cool builds that we are attending. Thank you guys again for stopping by the fish tank, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.